A standing ovation turns into a nightmare when a scorned mistress throws scalding coffee at a young teacher in front of a packed auditorium. The tech billionaire husband films it on his phone while the crowd gasps in horror. But what he doesn't know is that his wife has been recording everything for months, and tonight, the truth will finally break free. When the woman in the blue dress stands up again, every person who stayed silent will answer for it. Drop a comment telling us where you're watching from and stay until the end, because justice is about to be served cold. The auditorium at Lincoln High School buzzed with anticipation. Parents filled the velvet seats, their phones ready to capture the annual Teacher Excellence Awards. Crystal chandeliers cast warm pools of light across the polished stage where 20 educators waited nervously, their hands clasped, their smiles practiced. Among them sat Maya Bennett, 28 years old, wearing a simple blue dress that caught the light like water. Her hand rested protectively on the folder in her lap. Inside were letters from students whose lives she'd changed. She'd been teaching for only 3 years, but tonight she was nominated for the district's highest honor. Her husband, Victor Kane, sat in the front row. The tech billionaire's face glowed in the blue light of his phone screen. He wasn't watching the stage. He was texting. Maya tried to catch his eye. He didn't look up. The superintendent stepped to the microphone. "And this year's Teacher of Excellence Award goes to Maya Bennett." Applause erupted. Maya stood, her legs trembling. As she walked toward the stage, she saw her Cassandra Vale, Victor's personal assistant, standing at the back of the auditorium. The red silk scarf around her neck looked like a warning. Maya accepted the crystal trophy, her voice shaking as she thanked her students. The audience stood, cameras flat. For one perfect moment, she felt seen. Then Cassandra moved. She walked down the center aisle, heels clicking against marble like a countdown. In her hand was a paper coffee cup from the lobby. Steam rose from the lid. Maya watched her approach, confusion turning to dread. "Congratulations," Cassandra said, her voice honey-sweet but sharp at the edges. She stopped 3 feet from the stage. "You've got everyone fooled, haven't you? The devoted teacher, the perfect wife." The applause died. Silence flooded the room. "Cassandra, please," Maya whispered. "He chose me," Cassandra interrupted. "He's been choosing me for 2 years, and you're too pathetic to leave." Before anyone could react, Cassandra ripped the lid off the coffee cup. The liquid arced through the air, dark, steaming, vicious. Maya threw up her hands. The scalding coffee hit her face, her neck, her chest. She screamed, a sound that shattered the reverent quiet like glass breaking. She fell backward, the trophy shattering on the stage. Her hands clawed at her burning skin. The auditorium exploded into chaos. And Victor, he lifted his phone, not to call for help, to record. His thumb tapped the screen once. The recording light blinked red. Through her tears and pain, Maya saw him, saw the slight smile on his face, saw him angle the phone to get a better shot. Then everything went dark. Maya woke in the emergency room to the smell of antiseptic and the sting of bandages across half her face. A nurse adjusted her IV while whispering to someone in the hallway. "Second-degree burns," the nurse said quietly. "Psychological trauma will be worse." Maya's mother, Ellen, pushed through the door, her face pale. "Baby, I'm here, I'm here." But Maya wasn't thinking about the burns. She was thinking about Victor's phone, about the red recording light, about the smile. "Where is he?" Maya asked. Ellen's jaw tightened. "He left, said he had an emergency board meeting." The emergency was her, and he'd left. For 3 days, Maya remained in the hospital while social media exploded. A parent in the audience had recorded everything. Cassandra's approach, the attack, Victor filming instead of helping. The video went viral within hours. Justice for Maya trended worldwide. News stations played the clip on repeat. Commentators dissected every frame. The sound of Maya's scream became the rallying cry for every woman who'd ever been humiliated by the man who promised to protect her. Then someone found the evidence Maya had been collecting for months. James Bennett, her younger brother and an investigative journalist, had been helping her document Victor's abuse. Hidden cameras in their home, recorded phone calls, bank statements showing money transferred to Cassandra. and dozens of text messages where Victor and Cassandra planned accidents to make Maya look unstable. James released everything. The internet exploded again. But this time it wasn't just about the coffee. It was about a pattern, a conspiracy. A man who'd spent 2 years destroying his wife's credibility so he could leave her with nothing. Within 48 hours, federal investigators opened a case. The trial lasted 6 weeks. Every day, Maya sat in the courtroom wearing high-necked blouses to hide her scars. Every day, cameras captured her walking past protesters holding signs. Teachers deserve better and abuse isn't love. Victor's lawyers argued emotional distress. Cassandra claimed temporary insanity. But the evidence was undeniable. The prosecutor, Nicole Ward, played the recording Victor had made. His voice came through clearly. "This is going to ruin her, finally." The jury's faces hardened. Then James testified, presenting the timeline, the hidden cameras, the deleted emails he'd recovered, the offshore accounts Victor had opened to hide assets. "This wasn't passion," James said, his voice steady. "This was premeditated cruelty." When Maya took the stand, the courtroom fell silent. "He didn't just burn my face," she said quietly. "He spent 2 years burning my spirit, my confidence, my belief that I deserved better. And when I finally achieved something without him, he made sure the world would remember me as a victim instead of a victor." She looked directly at Victor. "But I'm still standing, and you will answer for what you've done." The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Guilty. Cassandra, 7 years for assault. Victor, 12 years for conspiracy, witness tampering, and financial abuse. When the gavel fell, Maya closed her eyes. Justice didn't erase the scars, but it proved she'd been telling the truth all along. 1 year later, Maya stood in front of a new classroom. Not at Lincoln High, but at the Phoenix Academy, a school she'd founded for students escaping abusive homes. Her scars had faded but remained visible. She didn't hide them anymore. They were part of her story. On the wall behind her desk hung the shattered crystal trophy, repaired with gold resin, the Japanese art of kintsugi, making broken things beautiful again. A student raised her hand. "Ms. Bennett, were you scared when you testified?" Maya smiled. "Terrified, but courage isn't the absence of fear. It's deciding that your truth matters more than your terror." Outside, the sun broke through clouds, casting golden light across the room. Maya looked at her students, 15 young souls who'd survived their own fires and felt something she hadn't felt in years: hope. If Maya's story touched your heart, if you've ever felt silenced or unseen, drop a comment below saying, "I believe survivors." Share this video with someone who needs to hear that their voice matters. Subscribe so we can keep telling stories that prove justice is possible. And remember, the world needs your truth. Don't let anyone convince you to stay silent. You are stronger than every scar they left behind. We see you, we believe you, and your story isn't over yet.